Hello traders, Bob from Currencywaves.com. Over the next 10-15 minutes, I want to take a look at some technical analysis on about 10 different currency pairs. But before we get started, I want to give mention to those that are providing the charts tonight. MotiveWave.com, professional trading software. Explore its unique features and discover features that all trading platforms should have, but few do. And you'll notice under the resource links, Currency Waves blog using motive wave software and Elliott wave theory to analyze currency waves. So let's go do some analysis. And once again, thanks to Motive Wave. They're great people, great support, great charts. Check it out. Okay, we'll start with the Aussie dollar here. Aussie's had a pretty nice pullback here over the last week, and the recent bounce has retraced about 38% of that pullback. I wanted to point out the support here on the 200-day simple moving average. You can hear it is acting as resistance along with the 50. So we could see a little more pullback here, maybe down to the 61.80, even the 786, before testing that again. If the pair continues to bounce in between the low and this 38.2, it could consolidate here before the next move down. Otherwise, I would look for some resistance at the 50 and the 61.8, right at parity again. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Pound dollar broke out of a nice little wedge here, broke to the downside, and now has tried to test it. And the 50, like it closed above the 50 there for one bar, and it's back below again. Above the 61, and we could test the 63 highs and even higher. Below 58.37, and a retest of 56.50 and lower may be in the works. Note the Elliott wave oscillator is just flopping around the zero line right now. It's been below it, tried to poke above it twice here. So a turn back down and back below that could be pretty bearish for the pair here. Euro dollar, again, nice pullback in the euro dollar here. It broke above this downtrend line here a couple of days back, testing the 50. I would be looking for maybe a pullback, 50% retrace before heading back up and testing the 50% retrace on the 200-day moving average, 200-period moving average, I should say. If the pullback breaks below the 34.46, you got some support here at 37.30 that could be tested before moving back up to the 50 again. So careful on the pullback before moving higher. Swissy has been moving up in a choppy mess here for a couple, 3 weeks now. Consolidation between the 98.50 and parity here. Could see this break to the upside for 3, even 400 pips. Break below the 98.54 here. Could see it come back down to the 61.8 retrace, testing the simple move or the 200 period moving average here. Any move higher will probably be on divergence, so I'll have to watch for that. See if the divergence continues, or if the move up would have to be pretty strong to break this high on the Elliott wave oscillator. So again, just watch for the consolidation between the recent highs and lows here, and see if it breaks to the upside, and keep your stops tight on the way up. And if it comes back down to the 61.8, look for some possible longs to go higher. I do expect the pair to go higher over the weeks and months ahead. CAD's almost the same story. Consolidation, watch for consolidation in this area here between the highs and lows before we move up to maybe 350 and even the 400 area. 200 could add, and the 50 here could act as some support. If not, then we're going to be breaking down here below these lows again, heading down below 98ish. Again, any new highs will be on divergence here, unless it's a strong enough move to break this high. So again, careful on the moves up. As the yen broke above a short-term trend line here, met resistance, didn't quite get there before the pullback. It looks like the 50 is going to hold as support. It was a little bit of resistance here, way back here, here. Didn't really come into play here. A break above 82.81. I don't see much upside here to this long-term downtrend line. So I'd be watching for a break of either one. A break above this long-term trend line could be bullish for the pair. Break below this trend line would be bearish. Dollar yen has been slowly rising in this rising wedge. Each new high has been met with divergence on the Elliott wave oscillator. It did finally break out here over the last few sessions, and now it looks like it wants to test it. I would even would not doubt if it rides this trend line, this wedge up on the outside up to 84 before coming back down. But a break before the 80, below the 83.13 could center down to the 81.66 here to test this previous low back here and the 200-day moving average. Any deeper pullback could send it down to new lows and possibly all the way down to 78. So 50 period SMA has been pretty good. Resistance all along here, broke it here, kind of had support. Resistance, broke above it again, broke above the 200 here. That was acting as resistance. I can see a move up to the 81.50 or the 81.48 area possibly. Break below 12.25. Could send it down to 111 and even lower. Above the 115.15, it could test this multi-year channel here, just in the mid 117.50s. So those are your levels to watch, the 115.48 and the 112.25. Euro pound. Testing the channel line here. That's been created over the last month, 3 weeks. And also ran into resistance here at the 85.60 area. Break below this short-term trend line here. I think you could see 83, maybe even 82.50. above 86.50 here in the 200-day moving average, and we could be testing 89.41 and possibly heading much higher. Pound yen broke above this trend line here, comes back and it's testing it now, testing the 50. Two equal ways up here would run right into this 200-day moving average before possibly moving down and breaking the 26.48. Okay, that's it. If you like what you see tonight, or in the last 10 minutes here, feel free to pass it along. For $20 a month, you can be a subscriber to CurrencyWaves.com, and you get intraday updates like this 3-4 times a day, along with some possible entry and exit targets. So, thanks for watching.